I know, a million times I know I must release what is built up inside my heart, or I will die having never spoken. And I dare to speak in a world full of suppression, and I do pray for the ones who find their truths. And maybe my words might help you on your way. Either way, this is my medicine, and I want to give it away, what is within me. I want to tell you a little about who I am, and what I'm aspiring, and what I'm becoming. The name of my spirit is Chitanska. I am a healer, a lover, a brother, a prayer, a lighthouse, a messenger, a seeker, a walker, eyes, heart, an artist, a scientist, an alchemist. I am of nothing, a everything, a ocean, a drop. I am a light, a darkness, a man, a spirit, elements and yet ether, winds and yet water, fire and yet earth. I am above and below, yet not above or below anybody. I am sinner, and so are you, a circle, a life, a point, a mind, flesh and yet bones, water, flow, river, stone, a vessel, a seed, a face, a sound, a sky, a ground, someone, sometimes two, three. What have you seen within me? I am that too. My name, it means white hawk, and it is beyond my personality, and is a universal name I have come to accept. Why am I? Who am I? I strive to be a guardian of the ancient ways, so they are unforgotten. To love, to lift, to soar into the afar of better and better worlds, and sing while I am here for others. I am a morning bird, and usually fall with the moon to another flight inside. I am what you see. I am what you think I am to be. I am nothing. I am aspiring to tell you of a story that has been gifted to me from my ancestors to my soul here, and I am honored to have been the peasant to receive it. I want to give it away so that I might be empty to be filled again and learn, but I first must empty my lungs to breathe. It was not long after my first glimpses of the voice of truth that I was spiritually adopted into the Native American church. Oklava, the unstoppable river whom can split mountains with ease, and I traveled the way to a ceremony in a sacred place. We drank the medicine, and I was filled with life and visions and inspirations to grow and climb many mountains untold. This was the first times I had seen angels and have been close to spirit. The first angel I had ever seen lit up the whole forest of trees brighter than 1,000 suns, a white, luminous being who took on the form of stars. It said nothing and yet everything to me. I want to follow it between worlds, but yet is not my time. That morning I ran to the top of the closest mountain reaching above the clouds and watched the morning star sing to my soul that had been renewed and washed away by spirits. I was very sound. On the way home that day, descending back into the streets and into the machine farther and farther, it was foggy, a very dense fog, and from this elemental mist flew a white hawk. In front of our car and in front of our eyes, we seen it together, a white hawk. It spoke to me, nothing and yet everything, and I always did remember that angel. And I always will. Perhaps it's not, perhaps it's not, but it is, perhaps that it might be the same one all along. Or perhaps another. I hadn't yet known it, had followed me, and so many moons had passed, and yet again we had grown very weary and and sick in the machine, being ground into beef chuck and eaten with pleasure as slaves to the economy. I wanted to be reborn. We made our way to the sacred lands once again to be free, to taste the nectar of spirit. And its wisdom and wonders spoke to me through the nectar of a desert flower and shown me miracles others might have not seen. I watched as the midnight star sung to me from high above, then it did vanish to other worlds. Creator was with me always, the white star did watch over us. The next morning was again foggy, and I always did walk into the mountain to drink from its waters and tears. On the way back into the machine through the elemental fog, once again I did see a white hawk. As before, on a long dusty road, oh weary the machine, to be ground up again and chained into its vice, to endure again its prison. The hawk did speak to me, nothing and yet everything. Wado, 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 pila meye yo wakantanka, aya yuonehantin taun nitawawanagi. Thank you for showing me this, I would say. Many, many moons had passed, and I was weary and sick, and tired of being tired, but yet again I went to look for answers. I prayed and followed my heart to this place, and I found myself amidst a beautiful meadow. I looked out on the waters of this lake, and I could see the sun show me its face, and I closed my eyes and sat on the mighty tree. And I once only asked one question. Angel, angels, whomever do hear my cry, if you really are here with me, will you show me your wings? And I heard that cry of that mighty hawk. Exhilarated to fullness, I looked out on this sound and seen 2 white hawks fly. And they flew close alongside as one, then circled this lake 3 times before they flew amidst the trees and vanishing like an ocean wave on the shore. Aho, I say, thank you for showing me these things. Thank you for your eyes every day as they watch over my dirty, unholy soul as I grind away into a fleshy pulp to be devoured of my energy in this machine chains. Aho! You have filled my soul with wonders of distant worlds. I walked back into the world again, even though it wasn't far, and chained my eyeballs to a screen for many, many, many more moons. Over the many years, and the aches and pains and longing, and the sorrows, the days, the star of the day, its holy rays have appeared to me many, many more white hawks, and times of hope and fear, times of sin, times of death, and times of dreams and aspirations. My prayers ring true, and know distant worlds, and through distant worlds they are heard by angels, watchers that see and hear, and that are whom I must become someday. One day I strive to live solely for others, not because of ego, but because of divine calling, a divine calling that lies at the heart of time. Because I know that I am happiest when others are, and when I can be of help and of wonder. And over wonder, I want to be white. I want to be clean. I want to fly along others between worlds as they do. Ancestors who have made their way and now are helping me make mine. I believe they are always there when I am willing to listen, and when I am willing to cry and call, when I am humble and moving forth. Hold on to what is true, and hold on to what you have learned, and hold it close. And do not fall upside down. We can make the way. We can grow beyond many measures, and our seeds can sprout amidst prison blocks and stones. We have and can move mountains if we want to, because life is one step at a time, an eternal dance. We must flip one stone at a time. I have been broken, and I have feared to fall, but I know this now: when we crumble, we can be made, and a certain stone can be broken over and over again to be made into a point of an arrow, and life will give us purpose. But we must not hold on to our past lives. We must embrace the dance of newness and of the glory of the new day. We must rise into the outer cosm of our beingness and show the world our wings. Be humble, but be proud. Shine. Don't remain in the shadows, you beautiful seeker, walker, and river. Do not let others overpower. Do not let others tape your lips and preach to you about your abstinence of voice. Speak. Speak of 1,000 suns. Speak of your truth to the world. Let them hear you. Let them hear you cry. Let them hear you. Let them see you stand. Let them see you grow. Let them see you and be yourself. All men must die, but all is a loop, and death is only one side of it. Life is waiting on the other side. Spirit. Spirit, there are dreams within you that are waiting for you to manifest. Let them become. Give them life. Give them your light. Run for the hills and plant your seeds, even if it means we stand alone, because we are infinite. I hope we, the voice,